Okay guys, back again, and first of all I'm going to try and explain a few things so it makes it a bit easier to understand. If we look at the tune scope and the first trace, up this red one up here, I've decided just to use one injector, and this injector here is injector 1. Okay. Underneath here we've got cylinders, or actually ignition pulses. The first one here is number 8, so in our firing order for the Gen 3 we go 8, 7, we go 1, this is number 1 cylinder, then we go 8, 7, 2, 6, 5 and so on and so on. So this first one here of course is 1, this one here is 8, that's number 7, this is number 2 and that's number 6. So basically there will be a difference between number 1 cylinder here firing and of course the injector. There's actually a definite difference, and that's quite normal. If you actually work out the cycles of the engine, you will find that where it's sitting there is quite normal. The other thing I've done today is I've set this up on a temperature of pretty close to normal temperature, about 105 degrees. These things run pretty warm, the Gen 3s, so it's sitting on 105 degrees, and I think that's probably a better place to look at it, because that's where you're going to probably be adjusting it more for an idle with a big cam or something. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to I've actually also changed the resolution down here on the left hand side, so we can actually see the actual timing injector timing table. This particular table is the same as Ken is using on the Senator, so it's got the same values. They're not in hex but they're in raw, and it's very easy to do a change to calculate what the hex values are. So we've got a step here 4, and Ken was very keen to see what it looks like when we change it every 4 steps. So now your eyes should be back up here again on the pulse width, and in real time I'll actually change this 4 steps at a time. I'll probably go up to, I'll do it 20 times and just see how far it moves. It won't move anywhere near as much as it would do as if we brought the temperature down, but that's why I've decided to start where the temperature is normal, because that makes a bit more sense. Okay. While I'm actually changing it in real time, you'll notice there'll be a flash that occurs across the real-time screen, and that just confirms that we are actually changing in real time. So I'm going to begin now, and I'll actually count them as we go. So I'm going to make the first change now, and if you look down on the raw figure down there, which is starting at 1421, that should be changing by 4 every step. So here we go now. I'm going to start moving it. This is our first one. Hello, didn't see a flash, hang on a second. Communications, immediate upload. Something went wrong. I've got to find out what it is. I'll just synchronize data first. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Synchronize our data. And make sure we're in, go back to there, go back to, I've got to go back to immediate upload. Yep, that's correct. And we'll see how we go now. So I'm going to start changing it if all goes well. Okay, so here we go. Yep, that's our first flash 1. Unfortunately though, we're on the wrong zone. You'll notice that the red square is in the wrong zone, so I'll just push T for track. That'll bring us straight back where we're actually sitting. There's no need for me to find it, it just goes there automatically. So we're going to move this now. Here we go. So this is our first one in the correct place. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 20 places. We haven't moved very far, which that makes more sense. And we can bring it back again. You'll see down the bottom here now we've got a value of 1501 raw. So I'll bring that back now 20 places, and we should actually be back where we started from. So here we go, going backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's back to our starting point. And the last thing Ken wanted me to know is, does the pulse width change when you change the engine revs? Well, I'll change the engine revs now, and it will be hard to see, but I would think that it probably doesn't move very much at all. So here we go now. We'll just speed this up a bit, and you'll see that it's sort of, I say, tracked pretty damn well. It's not moving very much at all. What does move though, which is quite interesting, if we actually bring it back to where we were there, say it's about there roughly, a bit too far, a bit more speed, bring it back again, just want to get it synced in again. Yeah, that's pretty close. What it does, where it does change is when you open the throttle. You'll notice also too now just that it fell out of sync, but it's back in a sync again. So as I open the throttle, you'll definitely see it move. There you go. And in the left hand pane there with the real time, you'll see the blue trace going through, but when that happens, it actually moves, quite some distance. And I suppose it makes sense. You want to advance the engine, and it's probably a good idea to bring the thing advanced at the same time. Okay, that's it. So I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Bye.